In the heart of a bustling metropolis, where the modern world collides with age-old mysteries, lives Anna Reyes, a single mother with a strength forged in quiet determination. Her only daughter, Lily, once a bright and carefree child, now finds herself caught in a nightmare that no one could have foreseen. This is the story of a curse whispered through generations, of demons that dwell not just in the shadows, but within the soul. It began subtly, a chill in the air when no one else felt it. Unexplained scratches appearing on the walls. And Lily's eyes, once full of life, now shadowed by an unspoken terror. Nights grew restless, filled with nightmares that blurred the line between reality and the supernatural. Doctors could offer no explanation, and soon the whispers of an ancient curse crept into the edges of Anna's life. When Lily began speaking in an eerie, guttural tongue, and strange symbols materialized in her room, Anna's heart pounded with a blend of fear and resolve. Determined to save her daughter, she sought help from two men whose pasts were as enigmatic as the curse that haunted her family. The first was priest Gabriel, a man whose eyes had witnessed more darkness than most could bear, and who clung to ancient rituals as his beacon of hope. The second, Father Xavier, once a scholar and skeptic, found his faith rekindled by personal loss, pushing him to seek answers in the realms where reason and mystery intertwine. As the trio delved into dusty archives and forsaken churches, they unearthed a startling revelation. The curse was not a random act of evil, but the culmination of a centuries-old betrayal. Anna's ancestors had once broken a sacred covenant, a sin that had sealed their fate. With each discovery, the stakes grew higher, and the shadows around them deepened into a foreboding darkness. The investigation led them deep into the labyrinth of the past. In a forgotten abbey, beneath layers of dust and despair, ancient texts revealed the entity behind Lily's affliction. A Manu, a vengeful force, not merely a mindless demon, but a being of intricate malice, born of betrayal and bound by an unbreakable curse. A Manu's hunger was not for souls alone. It was a reckoning, a demand for penance that stretched back to the earliest sins of Anna's lineage. As Lily's behavior grew increasingly erratic, her laughter turning to anguished screams in the dead of night, the trio realized that saving her would mean confronting not only a supernatural terror, but also the very legacy of guilt and betrayal that ran through Anna's blood. The priests, each haunted by their own inner demons, clashed over methods. Gabriel's fervor for traditional exorcisms met Xavier's insistence on understanding the curse's origins, forging a tension as palpable as the chill that crept through the corridors of their investigation. In the midst of their search, a revelation struck, a moment of lucidity from Lily, where in the midst of terror, she murmured words of an ancient sacrificial pact. It became clear that Amanu demanded a terrible price, a payment that could only be made by confronting the sins of the past. With every step deeper into this enigma, the world around them warped. Every shadow seemed alive. Every whisper held a threat. Desperation turned to resolve as the group uncovered a forgotten ritual, one that bridged the physical and the metaphysical. To banish Amanu, they would have to perform an exorcism that reached into the very essence of their souls. A battle fought both in the world of the living and in the realm of nightmares. The line between faith and reason blurred, leaving them teetering on the brink of despair. The final act began as the night swallowed the city whole. In Anna's home, now transformed into a battleground of twisted realities, the forces of darkness manifested in visceral, bone-chilling ways. In one realm, tangible terror reigned as apparitions and monstrous forms prowled the halls. In the other, the exorcism ritual transported them into a metaphysical plane, a realm where guilt, regret, and forgotten sins took on horrifying physical forms. As the ritual unfolded, Amanu's presence grew stronger, its voice echoing through both dimensions, taunting them with the weight of ancestral sins. In the heart of this supernatural maelstrom, Father Xavier, driven by the scars of his own shattered faith and loss, made the fateful decision to sacrifice himself. His offering was not merely an act of desperation. It was a desperate bid to absorb the curse's corrosive power and tip the scales back in their favor. In a crescendo of blinding light and gut-wrenching terror, the ritual reached its zenith. With Gabriel's steadfast faith and Anna's unyielding love for her daughter joining with Xavier's ultimate sacrifice, Amanu was hurled back into the void from which it came. The entity's malevolent hold was broken, but the victory came at an immense cost. The battle left scars that would forever mark those who survived. Lily, freed from the demonic grip, bore the deep wounds of a terror beyond her years. Anna, though relieved, carried the burden of her family's tainted legacy, a legacy that had exacted a terrible price. As dawn broke, a bittersweet peace settled over the ruined home, a fragile hope emerging from the shadows. But even in the quiet, after the storm, a lingering dread remained. The symbol reappeared, a silent, ominous promise that the ancient covenant might one day rise again. Gabriel, resolute in the wake of Xavier's sacrifice, vowed to stand guard against the return of such darkness. And Anna, now forever changed, embarked on a journey of healing, determined to protect Lily from the lingering echoes of the past. This is the tale of Shadows of the Covenant, a story of ancestral sins, unyielding courage, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness. As you journey through this narrative, remember that sometimes the most terrifying demons are those that dwell within our own bloodline. Thank you for watching, and stay vigilant, for the night is always darker than it seems.